For centuries, we believed the Amazon was untouched wilderness, pristine, empty, savage. We were wrong. Beneath the jungle canopy lie the remains of a massive civilization. Cities, roads, and earthworks built by hundreds of thousands of people. An empire so advanced it engineered the rainforest itself. An empire erased from history until now. Satellite technology just revealed what conquistadors and explorers missed for 500 years. Geometric earthworks spanning thousands of square kilometers, artificial islands, massive settlements connected by networks of roads. The Amazon wasn't wilderness. It was a garden, a monument, a civilization. And the people who built it? They vanished without a trace. What happened to them? What secrets did they leave behind? And why has history tried so hard to erase them? When Europeans arrived in the Amazon in the 1500s, they found rainforest they believed was untouched wilderness. They saw no cities, no roads, no signs of civilization, but they were looking at a ghost. A civilization that had thrived for thousands of years had been decimated, not by conquest, but by something far more devastating. Disease, introduced by the very explorers who came looking for gold and conquest. The Amazon civilization wasn't primitive, it was sophisticated. Archaeological evidence reveals settlements housing tens of thousands of people, connected by networks of roads and waterways. These weren't scattered villages. They were cities with planning, architecture, and social organization rivaling any civilization on Earth. They built enormous earthworks, geometric mounds and platforms that required coordinated labor, engineering knowledge, and long-term vision. This was organized, complex society thriving in one of Earth's most challenging environments. Here's what astounds modern scientists. The Amazon civilization didn't just survive in the jungle, they engineered it. They created Terra Preta, artificial, incredibly fertile soil that remains productive today. They managed forests strategically, planting useful species, clearing areas for agriculture, creating a landscape that was part garden, part forest. The Amazon that explorers thought was pristine wilderness was actually a carefully managed landscape, shaped by thousands of years of human knowledge and effort. Recent satellite technology, LiDAR scanning that penetrates the forest canopy, has revealed the true scale of Amazon civilization. Entire cities hidden beneath the jungle become visible from above. Geometric earthworks, interconnected mounds, and planned settlements stretch for hundreds of kilometers. One site alone, Cahokia-like in scale, may have housed 10,000 people or more. These weren't isolated communities. They were connected through trade networks that spanned the entire Amazon basin, exchanging goods, ideas, and culture. But here's the profound mystery. We don't know the names of these civilizations. We don't know their languages or their exact beliefs. We don't have written records to tell us their stories. What we have are ruins, artifacts, and the knowledge that millions of people lived, built, and created here, and then disappeared. The collapse wasn't gradual, it was catastrophic. Within generations of European contact, the population crashed. Diseases swept through the Amazon, decimating societies that had no immunity. An entire world vanished. Imagine being an Amazon civilization, thriving, building, creating knowledge over thousands of years. Your cities feed tens of thousands. Your engineers reshape the landscape. Your traders travel hundreds of kilometers. Then strangers arrive with invisible killers. Within decades, your children are gone. Your cities empty. Your knowledge holders die before passing their wisdom forward. Your civilization becomes a ghost, a legend, a mystery buried beneath centuries of regrowth. The Amazon civilization didn't fail because they were inferior or primitive. They failed because they had no immunity to old-world diseases. Smallpox, measles, influenza, diseases that Europeans had adapted to over centuries, became apocalyptic plagues in the Amazon. Populations that had grown to perhaps 10 million people, rivaling Europe's at the time, collapsed to perhaps 1 million. It was one of history's greatest catastrophes, yet it happened invisibly, leaving almost no historical record. Today, archaeologists are racing to uncover the secrets of Amazon civilization. before the rainforest destroys the evidence completely. LiDAR technology reveals new sites weekly. Excavations unearth artifacts that rewrite our understanding of human potential. Indigenous communities preserve oral traditions and knowledge that connects them to their ancestors. But time is running out. Climate change, deforestation, and looting threaten to erase these discoveries forever. The race is on to recover a lost world before it vanishes again. The Amazon civilization represents what's possible when humans work with nature rather than against it. They engineered a sustainable landscape that supported millions. They built cities without concrete or steel. They created organized society in one of Earth's most challenging environments. They were erased not by weakness but by invisible forces beyond their control. Their story is a reminder that civilizations can vanish in an instant, and that history is far more complex than the records that survived. The Amazon is one of Earth's most hostile environments. Flooded half the year, blistering heat, impenetrable vegetation. Building civilization here should have been impossible. Yet the Amazon civilization thrived. They engineered an empire in a jungle that should have defeated them. The Amazon civilization's greatest achievement wasn't monuments, it was environmental engineering. They understood the Amazon's brutal flooding cycles. Instead of fighting nature, they worked with it. They built raised fields and canal systems that guided water precisely. They transformed the flood into an asset. Here's what shocks soil scientists. The Amazon civilization created Terra Preta, Amazonian dark earth. They deliberately mixed charcoal, bone, and plant matter into the soil, creating earth so fertile it remains productive 2,000 years later. Modern agriculture depletes soil in decades. They created soil that improves with age. This was soil engineering on a continental scale. LiDAR surveys reveal earthworks of staggering proportions. Mounds hundreds of meters long, platforms rising dozens of meters high, geometric patterns spanning kilometers, all constructed by hand. Some settlements featured central plazas suggesting careful urban planning. Others featured reservoirs supplying thousands year-round. But here's what baffles archaeologists. How did they move such massive earth without wheels or metal tools? How did they coordinate labor on this scale? How did they maintain these systems across generations? The scale of organization required suggests centralized authority, yet we have almost no evidence of the political structures that managed it. Imagine directing thousands of workers to move tons of earth in the Amazon heat. You're not building something permanent. You're creating infrastructure that needs constant maintenance. The jungle reclaims what you build. Yet your society persists, generation after generation, rebuilding, maintaining, refining. The Amazon civilization was sustainable in ways modern civilization has never achieved. They lived in one of Earth's most biodiverse regions and didn't destroy it. They increased it. They fed millions without depleting resources. They built cities that didn't leave scars, just earthworks the forest reclaimed. Modern engineers study Amazon techniques to solve contemporary problems. Terra Preta research informs sustainable agriculture. Water management systems inspire modern stormwater solutions. The Amazon civilization created a model for sustainable development we're only now learning from. The engineering achievements of the Amazon civilization prove humans can build complex societies without environmental destruction. They engineered a landscape to increase fertility, managed water with nature's cycles, and created infrastructure that sustained millions for thousands of years. The Amazon wasn't dotted with scattered villages. It was home to massive cities, organized, planned, thriving urban centers that housed tens of thousands of people. We're talking about settlements rivaling medieval Europe in size and complexity, and they've been hidden from history for 500 years. Recent excavations reveal settlement patterns that prove deliberate urban planning. Central plazas for gatherings, residential neighborhoods, storage facilities, ceremonial areas, all organized with precision. Some cities covered hundreds of square kilometers. Population estimates suggest certain settlements house 10,000 to 30,000 people. This was organized society at scale. Here's what changes everything. Archaeologists found evidence of social hierarchy. Elite residences in central areas, common dwellings on peripheries, specialized workshops for craftspeople. This wasn't egalitarian. This was complex society with rulers, administrators, priests, warriors, merchants, and laborers. They had civilization in the full sense, not just villages, but states. Trade goods from distant regions appear in excavations across the Amazon basin. Shells from coastal areas hundreds of kilometers away. Stone tools from Andean regions, obsidian from volcanic zones. This proves interconnected networks spanning the entire continent. Cities weren't isolated. They exchanged goods, ideas, and knowledge across vast distances. But here's what haunts researchers. We found the cities, the artifacts, the evidence of civilization. But where are the rulers? Where are the royal burials, the monumental tombs, the inscriptions celebrating their achievements? Most ancient civilizations left records of their leaders. The Amazon civilization buried their elite. We found their homes, but rarely their graves. What does this tell us about their values? Why did they deliberately leave so little trace? Imagine walking through an Amazon city at its peak. Thousands of people moving through markets, children playing in plazas, merchants negotiating trades, priests preparing ceremonies. The air filled with voices in languages we'll never hear. The hum of civilization. Then it all stops. Within generations, the jungle reclaims it all. One settlement alone, possibly Cahokia scale in population, shows evidence of 20,000 inhabitants. That's comparable to London in the medieval period. The Amazon civilization wasn't primitive. It was urban, sophisticated, and complex. Yet history forgot it existed, but the mystery deepens. If these cities were so advanced, so organized, so permanent, why did they vanish so completely? What force could erase an entire civilization from history? The answer lies in something invisible, something unstoppable, something that changed everything. And it's about to reshape your understanding of how empires truly fall. The urban settlements of the Amazon civilization reveal a world we're only beginning to understand. Cities, trade networks, social complexity, and organized governance, all thriving in the rainforest. Yet within a century, it all disappeared. The question isn't whether they were advanced. The question is, what happened to them? When Spanish explorers reached the Amazon in the 1540s, they encountered something unexpected. Not fierce resistance, not technological inferiority, but dying cities. The civilization that had thrived for thousands of years was already collapsing. And the conquistadors didn't conquer it, disease did. European ships carried invisible killers, smallpox, measles, influenza, typhus, diseases that killed millions in Europe over centuries. The Amazon civilization had never encountered them. They had zero immunity. What took decades to kill in Europe killed within weeks in the Amazon. Entire cities were decimated before Spanish soldiers fired a single shot. Here's the scale of catastrophe. Population estimates suggest the Amazon held 10 million people before European contact. Within a century, perhaps 1 million remained. 90% population collapse, not from conquest. Not from famine, from disease. This wasn't warfare, it was apocalypse. An entire world erased by pathogens invisible to the naked eye. Disease spread faster than explorers traveled. Indigenous traders carried illness inland through established trade networks. People fleeing infected areas spread it further. Within decades, it reached the deep Amazon, places Spanish explorers never visited. The civilization collapsed from within, not from invasion. But here's what haunts historians. We'll never know the true death toll. We'll never know how many cities were abandoned, how much knowledge was lost, how many languages vanished forever. Some settlements disappeared so completely we're still discovering them 500 years later. How many did we miss? How many civilizations erased before we even knew they existed? Imagine being an Amazon healer watching your people die from a sickness you can't cure. First, your children fall ill, then your neighbors, then entire villages. The dead come faster than you can bury them. Your knowledge, accumulated over generations, becomes useless against an enemy you can't see or fight. Spanish conquistadors thought they conquered the Amazon. They didn't. They were just scavengers picking through the bones of a civilization already destroyed. The real conqueror was microscopic, invisible, and unstoppable. Disease did what armies never could, obliterate an entire world. But the collapse wasn't total. Some survived, some adapted, some remembered. Indigenous peoples persisted, preserved knowledge, and their descendants live in the Amazon today. They carry the memory of what was lost, and they're revealing secrets the conquistadors never found. What did they preserve? What knowledge survived the collapse? The answers are about to shock you. The invisible enemy, disease, destroyed the Amazon civilization more completely than any conqueror could have. Within a century, a thriving world of millions vanished. Yet it didn't disappear entirely. Fragments survived, hidden in the jungle, waiting to be rediscovered. The empire of the Amazon may have been shattered, but its spirit endured. Millions of indigenous people still call this rainforest home. They nurture the land the same way their ancestors did thousands of years ago. They carry a legacy invisible to outsiders but vital to the future. Indigenous communities preserve an ancient knowledge of agriculture, medicine, and ecology. They practice sustainable farming, tending to the forest with respect and care. Terra Preta is still created. Sacred rituals connect them to millennia of tradition. These are living civilizations, guardians of a lost world. Here's what inspires modern science. Researchers now work alongside indigenous knowledge keepers. Traditional practices offer solutions to climate change, deforestation, and biodiversity loss. Indigenous stewardship is crucial for preserving the Amazon's future. The knowledge nearly lost is now guiding global efforts to save the planet. Despite centuries of colonization, disease, and displacement, indigenous peoples have maintained their languages, arts, and social structures. Communities rebuild, traditions evolve. New generations learn the wisdom of their elders. The Amazon's pulse beats strong through them. But challenges remain. Deforestation, illegal mining, and climate change threaten both the forest and its people. Governments and corporations compete for resources. Indigenous rights are contested. The race to protect both culture and environment has become a battle for survival. Imagine the courage it takes to protect an ancient heritage against modern pressures. Each ceremony, each harvest, each story told in native tongues is an act of resistance. Indigenous identity is a bridge between past and future, a beacon of resilience and hope. The Amazon is no longer uncontacted wilderness. It is a landscape shaped and preserved by millions of people. Their survival is tied to the survival of the whole planet. Protecting them means protecting humanity's greatest natural and cultural heritage. The lost empire may be gone, but its legacy lives on in every leaf, every river, and every voice in the rainforest. This is not just history, it's a living story, one we must listen to, protect, and honor if we hope to sustain the future. The indigenous peoples of the Amazon stand as a living testimony to the resilience of human culture and nature united. Their ancient wisdom is a key to understanding our past and securing our planet's future. The Amazon Empire's story is not finished. It continues in them. For centuries, the Amazon kept its secrets buried beneath dense jungle canopy. Then, technology changed everything. Satellites, drones, and LiDAR scanning pierced through the forest to reveal what conquistadors and explorers never found: an entire lost civilization waiting to be rediscovered. LiDAR technology revolutionized Amazon archaeology. Using laser pulses to map the ground beneath vegetation, researchers discovered thousands of previously unknown sites. Geometric earthworks, settlements, and infrastructure invisible from the ground became obvious from above. In a single decade, we learned more about Amazon civilization than in all previous centuries. Here's what stunned the scientific community. Entire cities appeared on LiDAR maps overnight. Sites that archaeologists had walked past for years suddenly revealed themselves. Sophisticated engineering, urban planning, and infrastructure emerged from digital scans. A buried world accessible only through technology. It was like finding Atlantis without diving. Each new survey reveals more. Researchers estimate thousands of sites remain undiscovered. Carbon dating confirms age and chronology. DNA analysis links modern indigenous people to ancient inhabitants. The pieces of the puzzle come together slowly but surely. But here's the race against time. Deforestation destroys sites faster than archaeologists can document them. Climate change accelerates jungle degradation. Illegal looting threatens irreplaceable artifacts. Every month, evidence vanishes. We're discovering a lost world while simultaneously erasing it. The technology that revealed the Amazon civilization is a mirror to our urgent need to protect it. Imagine the moment a researcher first saw an ancient city emerge on a LiDAR screen. A settlement hidden for 500 years suddenly visible. Proof that a sophisticated civilization had existed. The realization that history was incomplete, that we had been wrong about this entire region. Modern technology proves the Amazon civilization was more advanced, more extensive, and more organized than previously imagined. We're still processing what these discoveries mean. The map of human history needs redrawing. This changes everything about our understanding of the pre-Columbian world. But discoveries raise new questions. Who built these cities? What were their political systems? How did they govern millions? What technology did they possess? And most importantly, what else is hidden beneath the jungle that we haven't found yet? The Amazon's secrets are only beginning to surface. Technology unveiled the Amazon civilization, proving that history has been incomplete. LiDAR, satellites, and modern archaeology are rewriting our understanding of human achievement. Yet the real work is just beginning. There are thousands more sites waiting, thousands more stories waiting to be told. We've discovered the cities, we've mapped the Earthworks, but the Amazon civilization remains profoundly mysterious. Their artifacts raise more questions than answers. Their knowledge is encoded in symbols we can't read. Their achievements hint at capabilities we're still struggling to understand. Undeciphered markings appear on pottery, walls, and stone objects throughout the Amazon. Are they writing artistic expression? Astronomical records? We don't know. Unlike the Maya with their hieroglyphics or the Inca with their quipas, the Amazon civilization left no obvious recording system. Their knowledge vanished with them. Here's what mystifies researchers. Ancient astronomical alignments suggest sophisticated mathematical knowledge. Structures align with celestial events with precision. Water systems show hydraulic engineering rivaling Roman aqueducts. Medicine appears advanced. Indigenous peoples use plants with properties science is only now confirming. These weren't primitive people. They were scientists. Every excavation unearths new mysteries. Sophisticated tools with unknown purposes. Artwork depicting strange beings and cosmic symbols. Settlements arranged in patterns whose meaning escapes us. The deeper we dig, the less we understand their worldview. But here's what keeps archaeologists awake at night. How much knowledge was lost? Did they have written language we simply haven't found? Did they record their history? Their science? Their philosophy? Thousands of years of accumulated knowledge, gone. We're studying a civilization's physical remains without access to their intellectual heritage. Imagine discovering a brilliant thinker's work but being unable to read their language. You see their achievements, but not their thoughts. You understand their capabilities, but not their vision. It's like having a masterpiece painted in invisible ink. The Amazon civilization was sophisticated enough to reshape an entire ecosystem. Yet we understand so little about how they thought, what they believed, or why they made the choices they did. We're reading fragments of a story we'll never fully comprehend. The greatest discovery about the Amazon civilization may be what we don't know. Their secrets remain hidden, waiting in the jungle, encoded in artifacts we haven't found yet. Every new excavation brings the possibility of breakthrough. What if we find texts? What if we discover monuments we never imagined? The Amazon still holds secrets that could revolutionize our understanding of human history. The Amazon civilization challenges everything we think we know about the past. Their mysteries inspire wonder, humility, and respect. They remind us that civilizations can be brilliant, complex, and utterly unknown to history. The secrets of the Amazon are still being uncovered. The story is far from over. The Amazon civilization may have fallen